Hi everybody, my name is Cheri and welcome to my stamp studio. So this video is for those of you who have registered for my Try It class. So registration for that class has closed, but I'm sticking this video up there for all of them that have, so they know what to get ready because packets will be in the mail tomorrow. This is the fastest ever since I've offered this class from the time I was able to get the supplies. Like I just got them on, today's Friday, I just got them on Wednesday. And the packets will be in the mail tomorrow, so super fast. And if you want to know the secret, it's because my husband and I, today's Friday, he starts vacation. And so I had a super goal to get them out. So today I will be recording all of the videos because I needed the paper to come to get all the videos. So a ton of cards. Here's all 10 of your projects right here. I'm not going to show you because only those of you in the class get to see them, but 10 fabulous projects right here. But I want to show you what you need for those of you in the class, kind of show you what to expect as you start getting your packets early next week. So we're doing 10 projects. They go with these two catalogs, and we'll come back to those in a second. So some of you have just asked before how I do it. So I'm already starting now for the January to June mini catalog because I do sketches and layouts and fun folds. It requires kind of a lot of planning. So I have this fun little sketchbook and I just start kind of writing out layouts and ideas. And then with the fun folds, especially, I sit here and I fold and I mess up. I should have kept some of them. They get so folded that by the end of it, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what fold this intended to be. And then sometimes I think it's going to be like this paper, like this one didn't even get used. So I keep these and then I just go back. So I've started my second book, actually, my second sketchbook with them. And it used to be that I took pictures of the sketchbook and those went into my PDF. I don't do that anymore. So you will need to gather your supplies. So very minimal. A black stamp pad just for some sentiments. There's no actual stamping. We're going to let all of the beautiful paper do the work for us. Then you will need some adhesives. So I have both my Seal and my Seal Plus. We don't use the Seal Plus very much, but you know, for fun folds, sometimes it's a little bit stronger of a glue. If you like to use green glue, by all means, pull that out instead of the Seal Plus or tear and tape, whatever adhesives you like. We are going to use some sequins. So again, green glue or the fine tip glue, whatever you like to put your sequins on with. And then if you want to use dimensionals, you can. I don't even remember. It's been, some of the projects have been designed over the last month, but you know, dimensionals are fun. So if you have them, and then again for the sequins, I used the little picky up tip, the little sticky tip from the Take Your Pick. You can use your fingernails if you don't have one. Some of this stuff, if you're in the Try It class and you want to go ahead and order it so you have it, just makes it a little bit easier because the supplies are so very minimal in this class. You don't need a die cut machine. You don't need any of the punches. There are die cuts. There are things that have been put through an embossing folder. There are things that are punched, but I've done all that for you. Everything is cut pretty much to size. You will need to score. So if you want to have a ruler, and obviously you'll need this for fun folds, or something to make a really good impression, and then your paper trimmer that has a scoring blade. So any of those you'll need. And so then when your packet comes, mine is not packaged pretty like yours is, but first you'll see the little embellishment packet. This you can take apart. So when you get this, I always put mine in a little tray because I work, when I do the videos, I'm going to use the same one that you get. So first you always have a little snack. So we have a little snack in this one. And then all of my classes always have buttons. And it's always some of our designer series paper. And I know my girls that come to my live classes, they always get a button as well. And their bags are now covered in buttons. And it's just like over the years, some of our designer series paper. So every time you do a class with me, you get a little button and then you can just pin it on wherever. So you want to be careful when you take your ribbon out, especially because yours has been through the mail. So yours will have been sealed. And what I recommend is you try to pull your ribbon out. And my husband helps me with all these packets. I did take a picture of our kitchen last night as we were watching the Olympics. It was the Olympics of paper packet making. So pull this out and then kind of shake it. That's why I like to have it on a plate or a bowl. You can see some of my red rhinestones are stuck on here. So I like to keep my embellishments in here. In fact, I have some from the last class where I had started. I think this is from a retreat. And so with a retreat, sometimes I film with the packet. Sometimes I use what's on the table. But if you keep them in here, then in the future, you can use them if you don't get them all on, but it just keeps these easier. Then just make sure none of them are stuck to your ribbons. And so when you start this class, you can see that I had a favorite ribbon because we work with sweets, but when we do the celebration catalog, they don't come in sweets. So obviously my favorite ribbon, and if you've been watching my channel, you know I'm in love with the black gingham. So you will see there's 3 different lengths of the black gingham, and so you'll want to make sure as we go through the projects that you're using the correct length. You don't want to use this really long one when you need a short one and then get to the project that needs the long one. Although this one is, I think, towards the end because of the way we're going to go through the projects. And then just keep these in here. And then as you need them, you can pull those out. And then I just keep mine in a little tray, a little bucket on a little, put them in a little plastic thing and keep those separate. And then that way everything's untangled and ready to go, because yours will be a little smashed, not smashed, but flattened from being in the mail. Now this is very, very important. And those of you, every time you do a class that has a lot of supplies, so it's my try it classes and my retreats. If you do just a regular class where there's 4 projects, you can kind of rifle through it if you want. Yours is not in a giant bag like this. So pull it out. And then if you feel the need, because curiosity is absolutely killing you, you can look through it, but don't mess it up, because this is your first project. So every time you see a card base, that's your second project. This, third. Well, look at them all. I'll look at mine so you don't have to. 4. I don't want to mess mine up though. 5, and you can see how it's all grouped. You can see that this is the whimsy. Here's those adorable little pets. So you can see it's punched. If there's die cuts, oh, this one has a die cut. So there's some die cuts on that one. Here's some more punches. So as we go through, each card has like everything you need for this card. Has some fun cork, has some fun die cut, so that's our last one. So the card base has everything you need on top of it. If you start rifling through, then later when you go back to put them all together, like if you get this one and all these pieces mixed up, then you're gonna spend, instead of your time where everything's already cut to size and all you're gonna do is be taping and folding and having a great time, you're gonna be doing some puzzle piecing. And we don't want it to be doing puzzle piecing. We just wanna be doing it together. So keep it nice and flat. Yours might have like shuffled a tiny bit during shipping, but we tried to pack them pretty tight so they don't move. So just keep them like that. I know it's a huge temptation to look at it, but just try to stamp it quickly and then you can look at it and your projects will be done, because they are super fast. So when you get my retreats, you don't see your finished projects till the end, because I like you to be surprised and I want you to make them and then see them finished. With this one, you get your PDF, so it's up to you. Now for this one, we are gonna go straight in order of the catalog, and we're starting with Celebration. Because this is only good through September, the end of September. And I know some of you don't have time to get them all done right away, so I want you to do these first, so you see it all, try it all, and then know what of this you want. So our very first project, we'll start with the penguins. So anytime you see a paper, the next one is gonna be beautifully penned. And then I do want to tell you about the peaceful prints. So we did 10 projects, and that was going to be all of the papers from this catalog, and then 2 of these, because there's 8 and then 3. And so that was 11, but I do 10 projects in my Try It class. So this was like not going to be done. And it's fabulous paper. You're actually going to love the card. I came up with it yesterday. So I want to let you know to make sure you check your email, because this was my favorite paper, sight unseen. I hadn't seen it. I still haven't seen it actually. So it might not even be my favorite, but I think it's going to be. I don't even know what page it's on. So the Blackberry Beauty paper, and I know I answered a ton of your emails on catalog kickoff day because you wanted to order this and it was not available. So it wasn't available. We heard nothing. Stampin' Up told us nothing. We had not been able to pre-order it. It wasn't available on catalog kickoff day. Some of you emailed me and are like, why can't I get this? And I'm like, sorry, it's not available. And then magically, all of the shipments came in the following day past catalog kickoff day. Well, I had already overnighted this stuff. I swapped it and I got this paper instead. So I had ordered tons of stuff to make these cards, and it had already been overnighted and it was here, and obviously to wait now to do another overnight order is expensive. So for this, I know a lot of you wanted it. So here's what I'm going to do. Be checking your email, because if you order this suite from me, then you're just going to get a free class. So obviously you'll be part of my VIP video thing, because when you order this suite, you're going to get a thank you gift in August. So if you, in September. So if you order this in August, you'll get 2 projects. You'll use your own stuff. You'll use this paper and your stamps, because that means you'll have the stamps. So unlike my VIP video things, you'll get the private link to 2 projects, totally free. I will send you the card, other things. So you'll get some of the ribbon, you'll get some of the gold shimmer, and then we'll do 2 projects. Totally free class, because I feel horrible that some of you ordered the stamps and things and weren't able to get the paper. But now at least if you go back and order the paper and you have everything you need, you'll be able to get that free class from me. And that offer is good if you buy it through me in August. So that is that. And then after we do that celebration, we're just going to start. So it's going to go to Christmas, but that way we'll start right here. You can just have your catalog ready. You can take notes as we go. I have all the sheets of paper. So before we do every project, I'll show you all the sheets. I'll show you all of the little knickknacks like these. For some reason in my head, I thought that they were like felty or something. They're hard as rocks. Those are hard. Another favorite ribbon. Like, I'll show you a bunch of tips and tricks as we go. Super fun class. Your table doesn't even get messy because there's not offcuts, because I've done all the cutting. There's no stamping. You don't get your hands dirty. It's super fun. So I'm looking forward to it. It doesn't take long at all. You can print your PDF out, or you can just keep it as a Kindle thing. It is in full color. So I know some people take it up to like the Office Depot and just have it printed out in color. You can do whatever you want with it. But expect your packets probably middle of next week. They are coming priority. A lot of you are getting them priority mail. Some of you might getting them first class. It depends on if you have a thank you gift in with it. So if you have any questions, I will be on vacation, but I will check the comments on these videos if you have any questions about your projects. Till then, enjoy your Try It class. Bye.